the finest natural harbour in the world, gateway to our premier city, one of Australia's most popular tourist destinations. Sydney Harbour Foreshore Authority is responsible for Sydney's most historically and culturally significant waterfront locations, the Rocks and Darling Harbour. Traditionally the home of the indigenous Cadigal people of the Eora Nation, the Rocks was the cultural and commercial cradle of white settlement from 1788 and enjoyed a vibrant and often turbulent role in the growth of the city of Sydney. Threatened with destruction as the city grew, the Rocks became the focal point of the nascent green movement during the late 1960s, and as such holds a special place in the hearts of Sydneysiders. Where else in the world would you find a city's cultural heart, bustling transport hub and heritage quarter all within one precinct? An easy walk, in fact. On the doorstep of a spectacular modern city, one finds enchanting cobblestone lanes, historic buildings and breathtaking harbour views. It's little wonder that the Rocks draws huge crowds for holiday events and festivals. The first stop for every visitor to Sydney, the Rocks is a haven of unique stores, specialty shops and fabulous markets. First-class tourist information services guide the visitor to some of the city's finest restaurants, award-winning hotels, art galleries and museums, historic pubs and interactive learning adventures for kids. By night, the Rocks is the place to join friends for cocktails or your favourite ale at some of Sydney's coolest bars. While careful conservation has been the key to the success of the Rocks, on the other side of the city, Darling Harbour has been the scene of a dramatic transformation. The bustling market wharf of the early 19th century became Sydney's major goods and produce port before falling into neglect during the 1970s. A massive redevelopment commenced in 1984 by the New South Wales State Government, created one of the world's great waterfront leisure and entertainment precincts. Home to many of the city's premier attractions. Darling Harbour reopened during Australia's bicentenary in 1988 and was a major site for the 2000 Sydney Olympics. In 1999, several government authorities were brought together to form Sydney Harbour Foreshore Authority. As custodian of Darling Harbour and the Rocks, the Foreshore Authority was given the responsibility of developing and maintaining these areas to create great places and experiences for everyone to enjoy. Today, the Rocks and Darling Harbour are established as two of the world's leading waterfront precincts that attract tens of millions of visitors each year. For a city that loves to celebrate, Sydney Harbour Foreshore Authority is one of the largest event programs in the country. Sydneysiders and visitors from around the world gather to participate in events like New Year's Eve, Australia Day, Hoopla, the Jazz and Blues Festival, the Rocks Aroma Festival, Fiesta, Markets by Moonlight, Christmas and more. The goal of Sydney Harbour Foreshore Authority in the 21st century is to continue maintaining and protecting the heritage values of the Rocks and Darling Harbour while fostering the use and development of these great heritage, shopping and entertainment precincts for Sydneysiders and visitors from all over the world to enjoy, now and in the future.